In this movie, I'd like to show you how the construction kit loops are presented in Q. First, they're all organized into three major folders: construction kits time machine, individual loops beat machine, and individual loops time machine. Let's start off in the construction kits time machine folder. And there's about 39 different construction kits, families of loops here. Let's load up number 8, for example. And the first thing you'll notice is that there are a dozen or more loops that have all been mapped to the keyboard, starting at C1, 2 octaves below middle C, and then going up chromatically from there. Because of context host syncing, all of the loops are going to automatically sync to the host tempo, so I can just audition them one at a time. I can also create a rhythm bed that layers many of them. I might want to add a little bit of natural ambiance just to make it feel a little more natural. It's a little too much. If I'd like to zero in on a specific loop, I'll need to go to the other folders. Let me show you the beat machine versions first. In the beat machine folder, I'm going to go and I'm going to find the loops starting with 08, since they are the ones from the construction kit family I was just previewing a minute ago. Then I'll drag in one of the Dumbeck loops. The original loop is always available at C1, and it's always going to tempo sync. But starting at C#1 and going up the keyboard, you're going to find each of the individual hits that make up that loop. If I play these, I'm now able to replay that Dumbeck, but I can make my own rhythm out of it, so the possibilities are multiplied. This process always takes a little bit of trial and error as you find out what kind of hit is on each key, and they do respond dynamically, so it is possible to play them very realistically. All of the loops are also offered in another mode, Time Machine. Let's load up the exact same patch in Time Machine mode. In Time Machine mode, the original loop is now going to be found at middle C. If I play higher than that or lower than that, Kontakt is going to pitch stretch it up or down. But it's going to continue to time stretch the loop exactly the way it was. So if I play even a chord's worth of loops, they're all going to stay in perfect sync. I can use this feature if I'd like to double the loop up or make it a little bit thicker, fuller. You have to be really careful how you trigger them, because otherwise they'll start to flam against each other badly. But I typically tightly quantize my playing to the 8th note or the quarter note to make sure that they're triggered exactly on the beat, and then I can start layering them in very creative ways. All of the construction kit loops in Q are presented in these three different ways, so you can switch between them according to whatever helps you get the sound that you want.